Hello children, welcome to the online platform of Divine Public School. Today I am here with a new chapter rational number for class 7. So without wasting time, let's start the chapter. Topics that we are going to discuss in this chapter are definition of rational number, presentation of rational number on the number line, inserting rational number between two whole numbers and rational numbers, equivalent rational numbers, and some problem which are based on rational numbers. Rational number. We begin the journey of number system with counting numbers or natural numbers. The numbers from 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. When we included 0 in the natural number, we get the whole number 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. Now if we include the negative numbers, we get integers like -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. Thus we have moved from natural numbers to whole numbers and from whole numbers to integer. Now we will move from integers to rational numbers. Rational numbers are those numbers which are expressed as p upon q, where p and q are integers and q is not equals to 0. In this chapter, we will study the following concept. First of all, we will study in the first video regarding the concept of rational number, and in the second video, we will study about operation on rational numbers. Negative integers, positive integers, fraction, decimal, these all are rational numbers. So whatever the negative integers are there, they are rational number. Whatever the positive integers are there, they are also rational number. Whatever fractions are there, they are also a rational number only. And whatever decimals, if the decimals are reoccurring and terminating, then that decimals are also representing rational numbers only. For example, you can take 3 upon 2. 3 upon 2 is a fraction, it is a rational number. If we take 2 upon -5, so 2 is an integer, -5 is also an integer, and when it is in the form of p by q, it is a rational number. 0 is also a rational number. 0 is a whole number, it's an integer also, and it is also a rational number because 0 also you can express in the form of 0 upon 1, where 0 and 1 are integers and where this 1 is not equals to 0. According to the definition of rational number, as the rational numbers are the numbers which can be expressed in the form of p by q, where p and q are integers and q is not equals to 0. So these all conditions are satisfied by 0. Therefore 0 is also a rational number. Now if we take the decimal 2.5, it's a terminating decimal. Remove the decimal, so it will become 25 upon 10, and this is also a rational number. So whatever the terminating means, the decimals which are a number when completely divide each other, then we are getting a terminating decimal, and terminating decimals are always rational number. Or if you have done division of two numbers and the decimal which you are getting, that is reoccurring, means in which a particular digit has been after the decimal place, it is repeated several number of times, so then also it is also a rational number. Now numerator and denominator, as you know, if a number is represented in the form of p by q, the above number is called as the numerator and the below number, that is known as the denominator. So here if we take the whole number 2, so in the form of p by q, if we write, it will be 2 upon 1, where 2 is the numerator and 1 is the denominator. Similarly, if we take 2 upon -5, so 2 is the numerator and -5 is the denominator. And children, we need to take care of one thing, that we should avoid keeping the denominator negative. So for that, if the denominator is negative, multiply the numerator and the denominator by -1 and you will get the denominator positive. Now here some numbers numbers in the form of p by q is written. Are these number fractions? 2 upon 1 is a fraction. -3 upon 1, is it a fraction? It is a negative number, na? It is made up of integer. So are these numbers fraction here? No, these numbers are not fraction. Because we have studied that fraction are those number which are in the form of a by b, where a and b are whole numbers and b is not equals to 0. But as you can see here, a and b are in all the cases 2 upon 1, 2 and 1 are whole number, but minus 3 and 1, minus 3 is a integer, negative integer. So it is not a whole number. So therefore these numbers are not fraction. So what we conclude, that all the fractions are rational number, but all the rational numbers are not fraction. So the numbers which are in the form of p by q, where p and q are integers and q is not equals to 0, such numbers are called rational numbers. Now positive rational number. If the numerator and denominator of a rational number is positive, then it is called a positive integer. Or if both the numerator and the denominator both are negative, so since both are negative, they will cancel, as you have studied in the integers. When the numerator and the denominator both have a negative sign, the negative signs are considered to be cancelled and you are getting a positive rational number. So in these case, if you see 2 upon 5, the numerator and the denominator both are positive integer, so 2 upon 5 is a positive rational number. If you take minus 2 and minus 5, both are having the same negative sign, so when we cancel both the negative sign, we are going to get 2 upon 5, which is again a positive rational number. So numbers whose numerator and denominator are positive integers, such integers are called what? They are called positive rational numbers. If either the numerator or the denominator of a rational number is a negative integer, then the rational number is called a negative rational number. For example, you can see here minus 2 upon 5. Minus 2 is negative and 5 is a positive integer. So when we have a combination of a negative and a positive integer, the rational number is called a negative rational number. Similarly, 2 upon minus 5 also you can see. Here also the denominator is negative and the numerator is positive. So it is again a negative rational number. So if either the numerator or the denominator of a rational number is negative, then it is a rational number with this is a rational number which is negative. Now equivalent rational number. What is equivalent rational number? Two rational numbers which have the same value, they are known as equivalent rational number. So let us consider p by q be a rational number and m is any integer which are other than 0 and 1. Then p upon q, if we multiply it by m in the numerator and the denominator, then we will get the equivalent rational number of that p by q. For example, you can see here 5 by 7. If we multiply 5 by 7 by 2, we are getting 10 upon 14. So 5 by 7 and 10 upon 14 both are equivalent rational number. Similarly, you can see one more example, 2 upon 5. If we multiply 2 upon 5 by 2, we are getting 4 upon 10. If we multiply 2 upon 5 by 3, we are getting 6 upon 15. If we multiply 2 upon 5 by 4, we are getting 8 upon 20. So if these numbers all are equivalent rational number, because if we bring them into lowest form, we will get these numbers, we will get originally as the 2 upon 5 only. So that's why equivalent rational numbers are such rational number which have the same value. Let's do one example. So write 3 equivalent rational number of the rational numbers 5 by 3. The given rational number is 5 by 3. Now let's multiply 5 by 3 by 2. So the numerator and the denominator both will be multiplied by 2 and we are getting 10 upon 6. Similarly, we will multiply the numerator and the denominator of the given rational number 5 by 3 and 4. So we are getting 15 upon 9 and 20 upon 12 respectively. Therefore, the three equivalent rational numbers of 5 by 3 are 10 upon 6, 15 upon 9 and 20 upon 12. Now rational number, how to represent the rational number on a number line. So suppose if we have to represent the rational number minus 1 by 3 in a which is a negative rational number, and if we have to place it on the number line, how we will place? First of all, minus 1 by 3, so it's a negative rational number. That means it will lie on the left side of 0, because as you know, on the number line on the left side of 0 all the negative numbers are placed. So that means we have to place the given number 1 by 3 on the left of 0. Now second thing, if you see, minus 1 upon 3 is a proper rational number. Proper rational number because the numerator is smaller than the denominator. Whenever the numerator is smaller than the denominator, we say that it's a proper rational number, and proper rational number always lies between 0 and minus 1. If it is negative, and if it is positive, then it will lie between 0 and 1. So here minus 1 by 3 will lie in the interval of minus 1 and 0. After this we will see what is the denominator of the given rational number. So if you see the denominator is 3, so which means the working area between 0 and minus 1 has to be divided in 3 parts. So we will draw 2 subdivisions, as you can see here. So we have drawn 2 subdivisions. These subdivision will divide the working area between 0 to minus 1 in 3 equal parts. Now the first subdivision will show that the working area of 0 and minus 1 has been divided by in 3 parts, and it is representing the first part. So it will express minus 1 upon 3. And since we have to show that minus 1 upon 3, so we can show it with the help of a alphabet. Now let's do some more examples. So represent the rational number minus 3 upon 5 on the number line. So as you can see here, minus 3 upon 5 is a negative number. So it will lie on the left of 0. As you know, negative numbers are always represented on the left side of 0. Now after that, since 3 upon 5 is also a proper fraction, which shows that it will lie between 0 and minus 1. So we have understood up to here that this number will lie on left side of 0. Secondly, it's a proper fraction, so it will lie between 0 to minus 1. Now third thing that we have to do is that we will see the denominator of the given rational number. That given rational number is denominator is 5, which means that the working area has to be divided in 5 equal parts. So let's divide it in 5 equal parts. So for that we will draw 4 small subdivisions which will divide the entire from the area from 0 to minus 1 in 5 equal parts. Now first part, the first subdivision will represent 1 by 5th part. The second subdivision will represent minus 2 upon 5, and the third subdivision will show minus 3 upon 5. And since we have to show minus 3 upon 5, so with the help of an alphabet Q, we will represent it. Rational numbers between two rational numbers. So there are many rational numbers between two rational numbers. In order to find this, let's take an example. We have two rational numbers, 1 by 2 and 9 by 4. And between these two rational numbers, we have to find out two rational numbers. Suppose we have to insert. So if we have to find out two rational numbers between these, what we will do, that first of all we will calculate the LCM of both the denominators. So as you can see, the denominators are 2 here and 4 here. So the LCM of both the denominators 2 and 4 will be 4. Now we will convert these both rational numbers into like rational number with a denominator of 4. For that, you can see as 1 by 2 is there. So 1 by 2 will multiply by 2. So it will give you 2 upon 4. And the next rational number is 9 upon 4. Between these two rational numbers, if you can see, there are many rational numbers. Examples 3 by 4 is there, then 5 by 4 is there, 6 by 4 is there, and 7 by 4 is there, 8 by 4 is there. So among these you have to write any two, so you can take any two and write. So this way we can insert rational numbers between two rational numbers. So here it is expressed also, you can see. So between 2 by 4 and 9 by 4 we have so many rational numbers. 3 by 4, 5 by 4, 6 by 4, 4 by 4, these all rational numbers are there. So let's do one more question. Find three rational numbers between -3 and 1. So we have to find out three rational numbers between -3 and 1. So -3 is there and here is 1. First of all, provide them denominator. So we have given denominator to these numbers. And then how many we have to find out? Three rational numbers now. So at least we can multiply it by 4. We can do with 3 also, but let's multiply it by 4. So we are going to get -12 upon 4 here, and here is 4 upon 4. So as you can see, between these -12 upon 4 and 4 upon 4, there exist so many rational numbers. So any 3 we will write here. So this way we have inserted three rational numbers between -3 and 1.